morning. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me and for allowing me to send over this quick video. Once again, my name is Barb and I own Level 1 Marketing, and today I was going to go over a couple of tips to help your company appear at the top of more Google search results for free. And you can most certainly use this information on your own and implement it, but if you would like our assistance, we are just a phone call away. So with that, the three things I'm going to go over today are going to be your web page content, your citations, and your backlinks. So I have your site pulled up here, and it's a nice personalized looking site. But I just want to let you know that Google actually does not rank websites based on what they look like. Google uses bots called crawlers, and these crawlers scan through all of the content or the written portion of your website, and they look for keywords in your website to rank you on Google results. So for Google, your content is going to be king. So it is recommended you have at least 1,500 words on your homepage. So I would definitely make sure you add some additional content on your page. And then any other pages that you have, you're going to want to make sure you have at least 500 words on there as well. Having your site built this way shows Google that you're an expert in the industry, and in return, your site will pop up more often in Google searches. An example of a keyword would be your industry in your area. So I know Morgantown, that's not the location you're out of, but it is, I guess, like, 20-25 minutes away. So I'm sure you guys service that. I would also add in your website the areas that you service. So as you can see, when you type in stuff like asphalt pavers near Morgantown, you're going to see a couple companies pop up in the Google Map Pack. You're going to want to be in as many of those top threes as possible. I believe you're in the one for your current town that you're out of, but any towns that you service or any counties that you service and major cities that are close by, you're going to want to make sure you're popping up in the top three. The reason for that is because people usually type in stuff like this, and then they usually call the top three people in the Google Map Pack. So the way these companies get there is they have the most keywords in their website, and then they also have the most citations. So a citation is an online directory like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. There's thousands out there, and it's important to have your contact information on at least 100. So let's go ahead and see where you are at. So this is you guys. You're currently on 13 different websites, which is a good start, but I would definitely make sure you guys beef that up and get on at least 100. If you guys do use us as your marketing company, we can absolutely do that for you. And then we also make sure you're on at least 100 more than any of your competition. So let's go ahead and see how your website is ranking. So this is Ahrefs. It's a paid search tool that we use to see how websites are performing. Now this first number is your domain ranking. It's going to be from a 0 to 100. 100 is going to be the very best that you can get. And what they do is they rank your website against every other website on Google, and that's how they give you this number. Then you have your backlinks. A backlink is another site online linking to your site and pushing traffic to you. Now, since Google uses backlinks to be competitive, not all backlinks are equal. That means before you link to another site, you're going to want to make sure it is high ranking and relevant to your industry. Next one we look at is keywords, and we kind of touched on that earlier. And then we look at your organic traffic. So right now you have approximately 27 people coming to your website per month organically. That means they're not typing in the name of your company. They're typing in stuff like asphalt pavers near me, and your website's coming up, and then they're clicking on it. Let's go ahead and see where a possible competitor of yours is at. Now, these guys are in Parkersburg. I think they're a little far out. And I believe they do a couple different things. Like, it looks like concrete, construction, stuff like that. They've got all kinds of stuff going on. So they're probably a pretty large company. But as you can see, their website, they need more content. So let's go ahead and see where they're ranking. So this is them. They're currently sitting at a 22 score for their domain ranking. As you can see, they've got a lot of backlinks and a pretty good amount of keywords. So that's going to correlate to a little over 1,000 people visiting their website per month. So if you're looking for additional clients, or if you ever have like, I know your paving gets slow, but if you ever have, points of the year where you want to fill up your calendar more, you're going to want more traffic coming to your website. The reason for that is because about 50% of the traffic that you get correlates into, somebody calling your website. So if you have 1,000 people visiting your website per month, you have about 500 people calling for your services. And then, if you guys close 50% of your leads, then you have, an additional 250 people booking with you per month. So that's kind of how in a nutshell, how the traffic works. And there's definitely a lot of variables to that. So what we do when we bring on a new client, we go through all of your competition and we go through all of their backlinks. And we see which ones are pushing the very most traffic to them, and we go ahead and put them on your website. We then go through all keywords and make sure you're ranking for every keyword as well. What that does, it brings your domain ranking and brings your authority up to about where your competition is, and then we go ahead and find backlinks that none of your competitors are using, and we go ahead and put those on your website as well. That's when you're going to dominate your market. You're going to have more traffic than any of your competition, and your website's going to be popping up for anything that correlates with pavers in the area. So I know that sounds like a lot, but if you take these steps, you will absolutely benefit from the results. And if you found any value in this video, please don't hesitate to provide your feedback. And if you do want help to get this done, just let me know. You can call, text, email. I'm always free. I'm always free for a client. I'm actually not always free, but I'm always free for a client. And I will be reaching out in the next day or so for your feedback if I don't hear back from you before then. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.